സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യണം. സൈസ് മാറ്റി. കേറിപ്പോ. രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടു. മോനെ കാസർഗോഡ് ബാറ്റ് ചെയ്യണോ? സ്കോറ് 10. ഓവറ് So there was a slight delay, but finally we're back. I'm Shivraj in the commentary box again, and we are in the second semi-final between the Kasaragod Rainbow Stars versus the Thrissur Dragon Stars. We are already done with the first over. It's 11. And Thrissur Dragons have won the toss and they decided that they're going to field. Jinesh, B3, and the skipper Munaz himself, B2, are the opening batsmen. Two explosive batsmen. One is more classy, Munaz. Jinesh is an explosive one. A combination of the both at the top of the innings. A loud appeal. For nothing. That's been hit well. No, right. And that is boundary. Well, these two are known for being like this when they come out to bat. They're explosive. They won't take too much deliveries. So this is a typical start for the Rainbow Stars Kasaragod. Loud appeal.
സ്കോറാകുമ്പോൾ പറയണേ. 4 6 കാര്യം ജസ്റ്റ് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി സ്കോറിങ് സമയത്ത്. ഇപ്പോൾ ബോളിംഗ് പേര്
രതീഷ്.
So I was just off a little bit. Sorry for that. After 2, it's 21 for no loss. Ratish B2 is the new bowler for the Dragon Stars. It's a good start. 10.5 is the striking rate for the scoring rate for the Kasaragod Rainbow Stars. That's been signalled a no ball and a single been taken. Not a good start by Ratish here.
ആ സ്കോറിന് ജസ്റ്റ് പറഞ്ഞാൽ കേട്ടോ ഓരോ സമയത്തും അടിക്കുമ്പോൾ സിംഗിൾ ഫോർ എന്നുള്ളത് ഡബിൾ എന്നുള്ളത് കാരണം ഇവിടെ വരാറില്ല അതിൻ്റെ
Has been hit well. Just running, the fielders getting put under pressure. That could always happen when they convert singles into twos and putting pressure. Good stuff.
ഡബിൾ അല്ലേ?
Just like what we have seen now, a couple of runs and tugs it around. The fielder takes it.
ഇവിടെ ഒരാളില്ല അല്ലേ പ്രശ്നം. ഇവിടെ വിഷുവിൽ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടാവും ഇവിടെ ഒന്ന് ഇരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്? വിഷുവിൽ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടാവും ഇരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് എന്നിട്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പറഞ്ഞാൽ പ്രശ്നമില്ല. ഞാൻ അങ്ങനത്തെ നേരെ പോകില്ല.
After 3, it's 34 without loss.
E3 captain അല്ലേ? ബെഞ്ചോ.
So Benjo continues. I think he's here to do the third. B3. So Munaz is also at the crease. Benjo. It's the skipper versus skipper. The skipper of the Thrissur Dragon Stars, Benjo. Munaz being the skipper of Rainbow Stars Kasaragod. They're just trying to get a grip of the surface. Jinish always had a slight vulnerability against slow spin B1 bowlers who usually get strapped LBW. They could use the ploy at any time. Well, they will be looking at ploys anyways. Any ways to restrict these two in scoring, they'll be happy with it. No matter however that comes, in whatever ways it comes. As long as they could keep these two quiet, job done and dusted. But it's not that easy. They will always find ways like this to score. That's been picked up brilliantly. And in the deep, almost close to the boundary line, but he won the chase, put the ball back to the field. And this is the second semi-final of the 7th edition of the All Kerala Blind Cricket Tournament, conducted by the Cricket Association for the Blind in Kerala in partnership with the Federal Bank, who is our official sponsor for this tournament. Also sponsored this prize money of this competition. We're also thankful to our valuable supporters like Vrindavan Restaurant and Kalikalam WhatsApp group. Also the Rotary Club members. The officials of the Pooja Cricket Ground have done a tremendous job in getting the game up and running, making sure that the facilities are always available for us to use. Also the ground staff and the groundsmen working hard to get the pitch ready. Rainy conditions yesterday it was, they got the pitch live and up. We had a game yesterday, and today the condition is way more better. Ensured that whatever happened yesterday night we had a bit of a rain. That didn't affect the game at all though. It's up and running. So there's a bowling change. Navaneet B1 is it, I guess.
അല്ലല്ല B2.
So Navaneet B2, I beg your pardon. That was a mistake. Navaneet B2 comes into the bowling attack for the Thrissur Dragon Stars. It's 41 without loss after 4. Scoring at a rate of 10, the Rainbow Stars, if they go like this, they'll get a projected score of 155. Navaneet Krishnan.
Jerin Jacob on the ball.
So we got an absolute wrong info. Sorry about that. It's Jerin B3, not Abhijit B2 who's gonna bowl. That was a chaos, I should say. It's Jerin B3 pace bowler.
അഞ്ചാമത്.
They've been appealing loudly, but that clearly hit the bat. Jerin, first ball, brilliant start. Things like that can happen. Just bit of a miscommunications. Communication. Well, it's finally Jerin after all. Things being cleared. So those who are watching this live stream, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and be a part of us. Be with us in the future live streams as well. So the more people we get, the more encouragement it is for us. This is a contest to look for people. I bet you these two are a great side when it comes to T20 cricket. And these two, which is on display, who's on display right now? Jinesh and Munaz. Munaz have already made it to the Indian side. What an achievement for that guy. Jinesh got his place secured in the Kerala cricket team. That's also an achievement. So both sides recognized for their abilities in the state and the national side. Now that's been struck well. Well, cut off by the fielder though. No, it didn't. It gone right through and hit the boundary line. That's a boundary. So if you allow these two to continue like this, it's going to be a run fest. So as soon as possible, you want these two be back in the shed. Otherwise, they will make you sweat it out in the middle. So that's not what Thrissur Stars, Dragon Stars would be hoping for. They want these two to get out, at least one of them. But it's not happening. That's been hit well as well. That's been cut off. No. It is back-to-back boundaries for the Rainbow Stars. So they are saying we had enough of this. It's time to move on to the fifth gear. And exactly what they're doing. A back-to-back force, putting the bowler under pressure.
50 അല്ലേ 50 അല്ലേ
58.
It's 58 on the board.
4 over 4th over
5 overs.
58 after the fifth over. It's 58 after 5. Still going more than 10 and over. Healthy scoring rate. And these two still at the middle. Remember folks, this is a 15 over game, so there's 10 more overs to go. 6 overs should be bowled by a B1 bowler. And B1 bowler are those who are fully blind. You could recognize them with the eye fold that being put on their eyes to ensure that they are fully blind indeed. So that's the power play being done and dusted, made full use of it. 58 from the 5. The field will be spread out. So Prajesh is the new bowler for the Dragon Stars Thrissur.
Kitty.
Prajesh. There is no sign of B1 bowler yet.
Okay.
Oh no, B1.
പ്രതീക്ഷ B1 അല്ലേ
Prajesh.
B1 അല്ലേ
B1.
I'll take that back because just after I said that, it's Prajesh, he's a B1 bowler, so this first over of the B1 quota. They will have to bowl a 6 over with their B1 bowlers. That's been hit well. That's been hit well and it's almost here. It is here. So that's a welcome ball. It says, welcome to the crease, Prajesh. I'm happy to take you onto the boundary line for a trip. That's 4.
സ്ട്രൈക്കർ എമിനാസ.
Jinish.
And Jinish, who is known as a powerful hitter, is not gonna get you away with this. It's in the pavilion. It was. The first ball going for a 4. Prajesh being put under pressure, and this is the time when the people in the batting lineup will look to go on. The people, oh, that's been struck beautifully as well. That was a fielder. Didn't get it past him.
സിംഗിൾ സിംഗിൾ.
Jinish gets himself off strike.
ഒരാളെ ഇവിടെ പിടിച്ചു നിർത്തിയാൽ ശരിയാവും.
Munaz plays it well, and that's a boundary. So these two are going gun and gun. If you can do that, I can do that even more better. Says Munaz, and made full use of the bad delivery. Puts it in the boundary line. And Rainbow Stars and are on to it. Great start here. Both their key batsmen. As I said before, these Thrissur Dragon Stars will be hoping to get one of these wicket, because both are explosive. And if you're a bowler, you don't want both of the batsmen to go explosively. Oh, that's a miss. That's a rare miss. Loud appeal.
ഡോട്ട് ബോളിന്.
That's the exact thing, though. You have pairs like Chris Lynn and Sunil Narayan. You have pairs like Bairstow and Warner. Now both will hit you from both sides. There's no way for a bowler. Sometimes if you're a bowler, you'll be saying, well, I'll bowl to this guy because he's quiet at the moment, so I'll get my economy rate right. Oh, boy. That's been hit so powerfully, and it's 4 runs. So Prajesh is going for the big Monty. The batsmen are taking a liking towards the B1 bowler. Just what we didn't see from the Warriors in the last game. They had to capitalize on this B1 bowling, which is relatively weaker, I should say, from the B2 and the B3 category these days. Well, that's been stuck well. We'll get a couple at least. They'll have to. They're good at... Another boundary. They're not stopping here. We are in for a feast, people, and I'm sure of this. I will always made sure to get a good seat whenever I'm not commentating, so that I could enjoy these two batting. Well, I am one of the member of the Rainbow Stars, but so you would think that I'm being biased, but it's not. I'm just stating the truth that these two are prolific run scorers. So you need top class bowling, otherwise you will go the journey. And after the 6th over, it's 75 without loss. We got 9 more overs to go.
റീനോ.
So it's a Renault from the other end, who is also a B1 bowler. This is what happens. Now you got to finish your B1 bowlers in a hurry. And the Rainbow Stars batsmen are really taking a liking towards the B1 bowlers, which is not a good sign for the Thrissur side. They want to get their B1. Oh, that's been struck beautifully as well. Cut off by the fielder in the deep. They are in for something. These two are in for something. Both are complementing each other, taking pressure off of the opposite batsman, which is always something that you want to see. Ashif failed in the previous game, which I was talking about. You don't want your opening batsman on the one side with 7 runs from 17 balls. You want them to fire. And they're running hard too. This is good cricket. You hit fours and you also run ones and twos so hard. This is great cricket by the Kasaragod side. Putting pressure on the bowlers by hitting fours, putting pressure on the fielders by running in between the wickets. This is Reno continuing. Oh, that's been hit on the pads, I guess, but the sound of it. The wicketkeeper's glove. There was a little bit of an appeal. Jinesh have a history of getting out LBW more often than not. So could be a chance for Reno to get it. Oh, that's been struck beautifully as well. And that crosses the boundary line. So the B1 bowlers here is going the journey. And these two are more than happy to give them the ticket. Oh, well, I don't think that they will enjoy the free ride though. This is carnage here. And if this keeps on continuing, the Star 11 need a miracle. Keeper giving the B1 bowler the direction to bowl at the right place. It's appeal. A stifled appeal that was. You always ensure that you get the best seed when you watch batsmen like this. Both great batsmen in the blind cricket. Right in front of you. You always get this kind of a moment, don't you? There'll be, even in IPLs and stuff, Kohli, you'll be the opposition, but you want these great players to bat and you want your home side to win. Oh, that's been struck beautifully as well. That is a beautiful shot, 4 runs. That went through like a tracer bullet. I don't know, like it took like 2 or 3 seconds to get into the boundary. But at least faster than the older telegrams that we used to have. Well, this is great batting. It's almost like we are having this game on a different surface. The Wayanad Warriors in the first game struggled a lot to get the ball away. But these two are getting it easy. They're getting it wherever they wanted. And they're succeeding quite well. This is a contest. This is a contest that I was looking for in today's game. The second semi-final. Great batsmen involved in these two sides will go head to head. The better will qualify. The winner of this game will play the Trivandrum Star 11 in the final. This is the skipper playing a healthy knock here. As it is the skipper of Rainbow Stars, Kasaragod, toiling with the bowler. He really is. It's such a pressure to bowl against a power-hitting batsman, because even if you put your fielders in the ground, they will find some ways to get it over the line, get it over the boundary line. So after 7, it's 88 without a loss. They're going at a great pace, the Rainbow Stars. They will have to make sure that they keep the momentum going. And the Thrissur Dragon Stars is delaying things a little. Just trying to make sure the right bowling combination. Prajesh continues. B1. The third consistent back-to-back B1 overs, just like we've seen in the last game as well. Even though they're on the journey, the skipper thinks that they could provide something. Prajesh to continue. Allowed appeal, allowed appeal. That's always a pressure, isn't it?
Same umpires അല്ലേ നമുക്ക്? Same umpires അല്ലേ?
Now, Arjun and Pradesh are the two umpires that we have officiating this semi-final game. And Sachu is still our scorer, who is still right next to me. Although he's on the right side compared to the left side that he was in the last game. It's just a change. So present condition here. The sun is not burning down. It's a cloudy condition over here. Good for cricket, good for fielding and batting. A breezy atmosphere as well. A cold breeze going through. And this over didn't go for plenty. So this is a good comeback by Prajesh on his second. This is getting worrying for the Thrissur Dragon Stars. These two. And Munaz have already got to his 50. Fine 50 for the Rainbow Star skipper. He always stood up for the side and delivered whenever they needed him. Once again, one more 50 into his record. So that's 50 for the Rainbow Star skipper. This Jinesh on the other side is not too far behind as well. He's making sure that he doesn't take too much deliveries. Also going neck and neck with his skipper on the other side. That's been hit well. That's been hit well. And that's 4. The ball is here. Well, I think the ball had enough of getting hit, so it is finding places to hide itself. Not succeeding because it's already being pushed back into the field. Well, you don't want to be the ball. You don't want to be the ball if you get hit like this. Always find covers to hide yourself. These two are the formidable two batsmen for the Rainbow Stars. So if they can get one of these two, the Thrissur Dragon Stars will be more than happy. Because one of these two always made sure that they give something for their side. It could be Munaz or it could be Jinesh. One of them always put their hand up and said, I'm going to be the one who's going to be delivering things for the side tonight. And it always been the success for the Rainbow Stars. There's the keeper giving signal. That's been bludgeoned as well. A big cut off. They're going at everything. Why not? Because it's a good condition. It's a beautiful platform laid out by these two. So they'll be thinking that it's time to take the attack and get yourself onto the 6th gear. Make sure that you end up on a high 180, 190 from their 15. If they go like this, it will be possible. That's well played well. Has played well, will be cut off by the fielder. Yeah, he did. Tidying work. Just allowing them only just singles and not allowing them to score big. But if you can at least, if you cannot take the wicket, try to keep them stifled. And the team 100 have already came. No, it didn't. I thought it did though. Sorry about that, but this is good cricket. This is good cricket all over the place by the Rainbow Stars. The dugout would be more than happy. It's a rollicking start here. No wicket lost, and at 98, that's been hit well. It's been hit so well. And it's a boundary. Brings up the 100 for the side. It's the 100 for the Rainbow Stars Kasaragod in style. With a boundary. 102 without a loss. You cannot ask more than better stuff than this. Right from the word go, they delivered. And it been successful as well. So the Thrissur Dragon Stars will have to find a way to stop these two. And the officials are asking for a ball replacement. The ball have took enough of beating. So we are looking, and they have found the right one for the game. They asked that it should not be new, but it will be visible enough. So we got a ball replacement. This one has took the beating. And rightly so. When you have 102 for 0, you can expect that they took some beating, the bowling side. This is the 7th edition of the All Kerala Blind Cricket Tournament, conducted by the Cricket Association for the Blind in Kerala in partnership with Federal Bank. So the winner of this tournament will get a prize money along with the trophy, sponsored by the Federal Bank. Always the supporters are the backbone to our success. This game is getting poised. The Dragon Star searching for a wicket somewhere, and the Rainbow Stars just finding boundaries with ease. Loud appeal for something which I'm not really sure of, but they will appeal for everything right now. So the umpire confirmed that there was a slight edge, which was the reason why he was not being judged out. Well, they will go for everything. They will go. Oh, that's been struck well as well. They will go for everything. But actually, yesterday's game, if you guys have seen that, the game between Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Daredevils, Rishabh Pant was yelling at everything. And Graham Swan on the commentary was saying, it's almost like you got a beast in the feet. As you yell at everything, make sure that you pressure the umpire in giving you something in your favor. But usually when the wicketkeeper, that's a 4. That's been struck beautifully. One more boundary. But the thing that I was talking about, whenever you just pressurize the umpire, things won't really go in your way. And usually wicketkeeper try, if whenever a bowler bowls a wide, well, these little naughty efforts being done by the wicketkeeper, isn't it? Ensure that you get away with it wide, or maybe a wicket or two. Trying to get the umpire to convince that went on to hit the stumps. Players are being smart. Well, the umpires are even smarter. That's a loud appeal again. So it's basically Jinesh and Munna stowing with the Dragon Stars bowlers. I just finished the commentary in the first game, and I would just open my WhatsApp, and a few of my friends have already asked me, are you being an old guy being in the com box? It's really surprising that people think that it's actually the older guys who does the commentary, but which actually true in the mainstream cricket. You have the Gavaskars, you have the Shastris. All Gavaskar is like 66, 67. Shastri is over 50. Harsha Bhokle himself is over 50, I guess. The older generation of cricketers. I see in the commentary box. So he was basically asking me if I'm too old for this. I mean, too young for this. So the viewers can give me a view on this, an opinion on this. So, the commentators should be just the older generation of cricketers, or people like me who is just 23 doing the commentary? Is it good or bad? I'm just wondering. So the viewers can basically comment. Well, I'm basically 23, so I'll be supporting the younger generation. So I'll vote for the younger generation too. Well, Michael Hussey did this in 2016 in the IPL. He was playing for well, actually it was in 2015 or 14. He was playing for the Chennai Super Kings as well, and he was also commentating. So occasionally you see these kind of things where commentators and cricketers are cricketing, and when they are not playing, they will be commentating. This is good for me as a team guy, because it's Rainbow Stars, which I play for as a commentator. But as a commentator, I'm backing the Stars to get a wicket. And that almost reached the commentary box here. That's a boundary. But in the actual fact, the Stars are not finding a way to stifle these two. The Rainbow Stars are finding it easy to score runs. One of the bowler will have to find a way to break the partnership. It is threatening now. They could get on to it 180, 190. Well, the possibility is high. 10 wickets in hands. You have all the license to go bonkers at the end. Oh, that's been hit well as well. Another boundary, back-to-back boundaries. Just what we were talking about. If you don't get these two, they will eventually get you. So you want to make sure that you bowl in the right channel and get one of these two to play the full shot to produce a wicket, which didn't happen yet. And the Rainbow Stars are happy as always from the beginning. They never look like they're going through a rough patch in this innings. Both of them scored freely. The skipper and Jinesh himself, who's also just nearing his 50. It's going all good. It's the B1 bowler. Continue. It's Prajesh on his third. Oh, that's been hit well. That's 15 style for Jinesh. That's a beautiful boundary to bring up his 50. And both of them in song, in action for the Rainbow Stars. This is good cricket. This is good cricket for all the cricket fans who are watching this live stream. They'll be hoping that the continuation is on the card between these two. And top class batting, but the Dragon Stars really have to find a way to get a wicket. Oh boy, that's been stuck as well. Luckily for them, there was a fielder. So that was a hat-trick of boundaries earlier. 3 fours that was. Prajesh continuing to go the journey. You have to keep it tight. You're playing a semi-final. You're being watched by people. You're being observed by the selectors, the team manager. You want to put your A game. But these two are putting their A game into the field. No, this is sloppy fielding. This is sloppy fielding. You get a chance, you produce a chance, and you fail in grabbing those. That's a drop catch. That's a drop catch. How costly that's going to be. No, this is carnage. You finally produce something. Prajesh would be hoping. Prajesh might have been hoping one of them will hold on to the catch. He'll be screaming, catch it, catch it. But at the end of it, oh, he put it down. He will be trying to find a cover. So whenever Munna scores from now on, he will be trying to find a cover to hide himself. He will be frustrated. That was a key chance to get the skipper. At least this is a relief for the Stars that the B1 bowlers will be done and dusted after this over. The Rainbow Stars will be making sure that they use all the possibilities to get big. Oh, that's been hit well as well. Hit well as well. And that's a boundary. So they're making full use of the B1 bowlers. Then why not? They produced a chance to get a wicket and they failed to capitalize on it. And rubbing salt on the wound, these two are getting runs with ease. Pretty much catches win matches, as you say it. The Rainbow Stars getting the benefit when the Thrissur Dragon Stars put down the easy catch. Well, you always want to make reference to mainstream cricket, don't you? We have seen Alistair Cook being dropped in the England series in the test match between England and India. That was in 2013. And Alistair Cook, another catch being dropped. This is chaos. This is chaos going here. Another catch being dropped by the Stars. Are they fancying themselves being Jinesh or Munaz or what? Or they're making sure that they do not go out of the crease. They're getting mesmerized by the batting or what? They're dropping all the catches. And rubbing salt onto the wound again, he scores a boundary. So the runs are getting scored by the Rainbow Stars and everything going in their favor. But if you put down catches like that, you can expect the batting sides to make full use of it. As I was saying earlier, the 2013 Test series between India and England, Alistair Cook dropped by Jadeja and he made a century out of it. The catches surely do win matches. You don't want to drop anyone, any chances. And this is being costly. I remember in 2015 or something, between a game between Chennai and Mumbai, Pollard dropping Michael Hussey 3 times in a row. That would have been chaos. That was Kieran Pollard at the same place and Michael Hussey was the batsman. Each time whenever he hit the ball, Pollard failed to pick it. Well, those moments that you don't want to think about, but always funny at the end of the day. That was actually Chennai Super Kings only scored 79 in that game, but that was something. Pollard dropping 3 catches, you'd never see that, would you? He's a great catcher. Well, we're back to this game. You'll be saying enough of talking history. Which game you're talking about? Well, you would love to go to history, don't you? Just have us doing that. So we got 4 overs. Still not getting a wicket, the Dragon Stars. They're being toyed with the bowlers, these 2 batsmen. And at least the climate is not that warm, so the Thrissur Stars are not being put under the heat. They're already being put under immense amount of pressure. Oh, this is interesting. It would have been a different story if they was to hold on to the catch, because these 2 are the main backbone of the batting lineup of the Rainbow Stars. So if we were to get rid of one of these, or maybe a couple of these, you might have got a chance. And it is after 11 overs, 145 with no wickets being lost for the Rainbow Stars. Beautiful batting as you expect from these 2 great batsmen. And you cannot expect them to make errors. And whenever they do that, whenever one of the great batsmen make an error, you have to capitalize on it. You have to make sure that you get full advantage of it. And you just drop a catch like it's just a piece of cake. No, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. You gotta get those catches. You surely got to. Oh, I know it is hard to get catches. You know, the pressure is on you. But still, you have to. But you have to also make sure that you put that behind you and keep on focusing on getting another opportunity to get one of these out. Oh, that's been hit perfectly as well. I've been cut off by the fielder. Oh, that's a no ball. The last thing that you want as a bowler. That's a no ball. Are we seeing a Muhammad Siraj here? Oh no, I don't want to point out a particular bowler, but this is carnage. Oh, that would be marking, isn't it? Oh? Single? But I don't want to particularly point out to a bowler, but you have to point out to a bowler, isn't it? When they perform so badly. We've seen few bowlers go the journey in the IPL, which is happening. Well, if you're playing fantasy cricket, as I said earlier, if we have a fantasy cricket and blind cricket, which I really like to see, you will be having these two batsmen in your fantasy side. Why not? These two batsmen ensured that they could score everywhere. They made sure, they showed us that they could score in every kind of surfaces. And that's the quality of great batsmanship. That's a loud appeal. And the Dragon Stars finding nothing going in their way. They had a few stuff, they had a few opportunities, and failed to grab it. Loud appeal! Loud appeal! And that is being given. Is it? That is almost crying. He's almost crying in the middle. Jesus Christ. He was like, umpire, give me the wicket. He was crying like Rishabh Pant was crying yesterday. Almost like, ah! I finally got it. I finally got it. This effort being put by the fielders and the bowlers and the wicketkeeper especially, well, got the wicket in the end. Finally something for the Stars, the Dragon Stars, to cheer for. That's the wicket that they was looking for. Can they be the comeback that they were looking for? Can this be the game changer? Can this be the game changer in this innings? Well, no, this... They could be calling it the Federal Bank game changer. This is going crazy. Everything happening here. Venugopal, B1 player, is the new batsman. So that was the Kalikalam game changer. That really was a game changer. It could be. The Jinesh was the one who gone, and they are now charged up. Why wouldn't we? They got one of the best batsmen. So Navaneet was the one who produced the wicket. Who said, mate, we had enough of your hitting. Please, get into the shed. That was brilliant bowling by the bowler. Navneet. Catches failed, everything failed. He said that I'm gonna do it. He produced a good one. Got the wicket of Jinesh.
Benjo അല്ലേ?
ഏതാ
Benjo.
ബോൾ ബോളാ
Benjo.
ബോളാ ഓവറല്ലേ ഇത്
Alright. 12 over 149.
So after 12 overs, it's 149 for 1. Come on, people. Give us your vote. Give us your vote. Can Munas hit a century here? Can he get a century? Get online. Oh, that's a 4. That's a boundary by the skipper himself. So those who are watching, give us your poll, give us your vote. Will he get into a century? Well, that will be interesting to watch. This guy is a run machine. He found his way into the Kerala side. He found his way into the national side, and why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he be? He is such a prolific scorer. He have consistently scored runs. Another boundary. Another boundary by Munas. This is getting all easy for the skipper. And he is just saying, thank you very much, Navaneet. I'll take this offer. Sorry, this is Benjo. Okay. So Munas is just going like he want to take the bowlers onto the journey. And Benjo is the bowler. Venugopal is the batsman who replaced Janish. And that was a fine knock by Janish.
ജിനീഷിന് സ്കോർ
54.
Who gone for 54? Well made 54 by the opening batsman. Breaking the jinx, it has Janish. Oh, that been stuck well. That been stuck well.
4.
And will produce a boundary. So Munaz is saying that I'll be the Rajdhani Express here. No one is going to get a hold of me. And Venugopal on the other end is just watching his captain go and unleash his batting prowess here. He is the Virat Kohli of blind cricket, isn't he? Oh, loud appeal. Loud appeal. Nothing happened. So it is looking like this guy is here for something. And I told you this. One of them always makes sure, oh, that been stuck well as well. The fielders. We give a chase.
4.
Another boundary. Another boundaries. So you just bowl at me and I'll hit you wherever I want you to be. Oh, this is carnage. And the skipper saying, thank you very much again and again. I'll take the bread and butter. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for runs. And the appetite for runs that the batsmen have make them the greatest of the greatest. The main batsmen in your side, they will be always thirsty. They will be always eager to get some runs under their belt. They'll be keen to get runs in their belt. Munaz is at 94 now.
വൈഡാ
Pressure. A little bit of a hand stretching by the umpires. It's wide. Why? You don't want to be bowling at these batsmen. Consistent, back-to-back wide. That's successive wides. Well, pressure. The cat and mouse, the game that the bowler will play when the great batsman is batting. This is also a Kerala player. Venugopalu is on strike. Well, not at the moment. Well, but Venugopal also plays for the Kerala side. So this is star-studded lineup in the Rainbow Stars. They have an array of Kerala players. They have an Indian player in Munaz. They would be happy that he delivered today as well. Loud appeal. It's Munaz back on strike. It's just one hit. One hit, that's all what he needs to get into one more century, can't he? He's on strike now. Oh, loud appeal. Oh. Screaming. What's going on in there? They're screaming. Pleasing. Almost begging to the umpire, pleading to the umpire, give us that wicket. Good watching, isn't it? Crying. Oh, nervous 90s for the Munaz, for the skipper, Well, the nervous 90s as you call it, but these batsmen, you don't really say that they're in the nervous 90s. They're always keen to score. So we're all set for 100. A great 100 from a great man. It's Venugopal on strike though, not Munaz at the moment. It's Venugopal who can hit the ball. can hit a few fours and rotate strike. Mind you, it's so hard to hit a six in a blind cricket game because the ball has been delivered underarm. Huh? So that's a catch being taken. They finally managed to hold on to a catch. Huh? They finally got to hold on to a catch, and at the right time. So wicket are being. So the Rainbow Stars are finding themselves in a bit of a panicking state. Couple of wickets being lost. The captain on the other side is eager to get to a century. Well, he always made sure that he stays on the other side. But one side, it's a bit of a problem now. Ben Joe was the one who held on to the catch. The skipper himself, well, he's saying, if you guys cannot take the catch, I will do it. And then he hold on to it. Ben Joe with the catch, and Venugopal is the one who makes way to the new batsman.
പുതിയ ബാറ്റ്സ്മാൻ ആരാ?
And it is
പുതിയ ബാറ്റ്സ്മാൻ.
you just ask on the end who's the new batsman, you get a deadly silent.
മൂന്നെണ്ണം.
And it is Vinod Kumar CH is the new batsman, if I'm not mistaken.
വിനോദല്ലേ?
Vinod Kumar CH is the new batsman. It seems.
2 ഓവർ.
Sorry to the viewers because it's a bit of a difficulty understanding and we are not getting the information at the moment. So I think it is Vinod Kumar CH. It is, I guess. And that brings up the greatest, one of the greatest of century for this young man. He is a class act and he ensured that he stays there for his team. 100 up for Munaz. That is 100 for Munaz. He is class and exuberant. He is a vibrant player, classy batsman for the Rainbow Stars. Ensures his present. Yeah, that's one more 100. Why not? The crowd enjoying the moment. He himself enjoying the moment. And why not? He is such a class act for the side. Not that much of a robust built guy. He's wiry customer. He's not a muscle man. He's not a muscle man like you see. Bludgeoning hitters. He'll find the gaps. He'll pierce through the gaps. He'll score runs. One of the finest century. One of the finest century in this. The first century in this tournament. And he's making himself qualify for the man of the match of this tournament, this game. And why not? That was a class act. Sabisakwa will cut off by the fielder.
വിനോദ്.
That's the Vinod, the batsman. That's been stuck well as well. But I don't think that I have the power to pierce the field.
ലാസ്റ്റ് ബോളല്ലേ?
Didn't.
അത് ഡെഡ് ബോൾ.
That was a dead ball. I wonder why. The fielders are screaming. The fielders are screaming for one of them to collect the ball and throw back quick, because these two are running so hard and showing that the pressure is always on the fielding side.
ആരെങ്കിലും ഒരാൾ കിട്ടും. ഒരു ജസ്റ്റ് സ്ട്രീമിൽ പറഞ്ഞാൽ എത്ര ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് സ്ട്രൈക്കിന് പറയുന്നില്ല. ആരെങ്കിലും ഒരാൾ കമ്മി സൈറ്റിൽ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉള്ളൂ.
So it's 187 for the loss of 2 now. Well and truly in for the 200.
187 അല്ലേ? 187 അല്ലേ?
187.
187. And you're playing a 15 over game. Are we in the Chinnaswamy? Oh no, we're not in the Chinnaswamy. We're in the beautiful Puja cricket ground. In Tripunithura, the ground staff and the ground officials kept this ground into a top-class condition. Beautiful batting surface for us to enjoy these batting prowess. Beautiful work being done by the curator, the ground officials, ground staff. We're always thankful to the Puja cricket ground and its official for providing the facilities for us to use. And Vinod and Munas, they will be looking to get Vinod to get most of the strike. He's just new at the crease. We'll be understanding how the pace of the surface is like. And 187 was rather lame finish by me. Well, I'm not getting enough information, so I'm kind of left with no option but to give out broken commentary. But that's it. It actually was an end of the game, pretty much. That I was being off track. It's almost like I'm just giving you guys the update. Sitting around. Well, that was clearly a lame end. I beg your pardon. So 188 to get for the Dragon Stars when they come out to bat. It's always difficult to commentate when you're not getting information. So we'll be back with you on the second innings. I'm signing out. It's Shivraj who was with you with the commentary. We'll see you in the next innings. Don't go away.
ബെഞ്ചോ അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. ബോളർ വിനോദ.
കമന്റ് വരുന്നുണ്ട്. ഒന്നേ സിംഗിൾ ആണോ ഡബിൾ ആണോ എന്നുള്ളതൊന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കേട്ടാ.
ആരെങ്കിലും അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അങ്ങനെ
ഇവിടെ നമ്മുടെ സ്കോർ എഴുതുന്ന പയ്യൻ അവിടെ എഴുതുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ പറയും.
ആ ജസ്റ്റ് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. അപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾ
അവിടെ വോയിസ് ഓവർ പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. അപ്പോൾ കേട്ടിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി.
സ്ട്രൈക്ക് ആരാന്നുള്ളത് ഞാൻ ലൈവ് ആയോ? ലൈവ് ആണോ? ലൈവ് പോകുന്നുണ്ടോ? So So we're back in the second innings, live. I'm Shivraj again on the commentary box. I'm happy to see you guys commenting. The reason why I never gave information about singles and twos was because, well, it's always a limitation for a person with sight limitation to kind of see, to kind of know what's going on. So but I'm having that difficulty. So that's a wide by Vinod Kumar. So that's really was the reason why I couldn't able to give the information like that. Sorry about that. I'll make sure that I'll rectify it this time. Another wide. Vinod Kumar CH is the one bowling for the Rainbows. And batsman again?
ബാറ്റ്സ്മാൻ സ്ട്രൈക്കിൽ ബെഞ്ചോ.
It's Benjo on strike, the skipper.
അഞ്ചായിട്ട്
അപ്പുറത്തര
ഇപ്പം ഒരു സിംഗിൾ എടുത്തു.
സ്ട്രൈക്ക് അപ്പുറത്തര
5 അല്ല 6
അപ്പുറത്തര.
അപ്പുറത്ത് നവനീത്.
So Benjo, the skipper, and Navaneet are the openers. That's a single taken, and this
4.
have been scored brilliantly. It's almost here. It's a 4. So that's the first boundary of this second innings,
നവനീത്.
hit by Navaneet. His skipper on the other side. They'll have to make sure that they get 188 within their 15 overs.
ആരാ?
So it's
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ.
ബോളാ.
ബോളർ അബ്ദുൽ മുനാസ്.
So it's the skipper into the attack. Munaz is bowling the second. They're already onto a flyer. It's not like the previous game because these two are relatively okay. I mean, when it comes to power,
സ്ട്രൈക്ക് ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. ബോളാ.
വൈഡ് ബോൾ.
that's a wide. The skipper bowling wide balls, and he have this habit of bowling wide balls in crucial times. There's a loud appeal. Loud appeal. Umpire says, nope. But usually in cricket, though, whenever you have video feedback, you don't usually say that now Navani don't strike, but yeah.
Single.
It's been single been taken.
Dot ball.
That's a dot ball. So this is a good comeback by the skipper after bowling a wide. Single and a dot.
Striker Navani.
It's Navani don't strike. The skipper was on non-striker's end. He hit that ball pretty well.
Single.
Will be cut off by the fielder. That's just a single. And this is a relatively a good start.
And ball.
Munas continues. Maybe just
Another
single. Strike. Benjo അല്ലേ?
Navani this time.
Okay. ഞാനത് calculate ചെയ്തോളാം. The skipper is relatively slow. Navneet is the one who is taking the attack. He already hit a 4. This is being cut off by the fielder. To get a single. They did. Tight good over this from the skipper. Not allowing them to get anything. So after 2 overs, it's 15 without loss. 15 without loss. The Dragon Stars.
Vinod Kumar le.
It's Vinod Kumar to continue. Is it? Vinod Kumar to continue. He used to be a good bowler back in the days. Balls with pace. Vinod. Oh, that's been struck well. But will be cut off by the fielder.
Single എടുത്തത് Navani.
That's been struck beautifully by Navneet, just for a single though. This Rainbow Star side consists of good fielders as well. Basil, Jinesh, Munas himself could field well. Siddharth is also a good fielder. Usually stays in the final leg of the third man. Huh? Oh, beautiful fielding. But that allowed the single. It's almost close to afternoon. The sun is out.
Another single.
One more single being taken.
Final time.
18 on the board right now, with both the openers
Dot ball.
on crease. And that's a dot ball. Now that will be a single. It is a single. The fielder collecting and throwing it.
3 overs 19.
So that's the end of the third, I guess. Third. Third and 11.
19.
After 3, it's 19 without loss. 4 runs coming off the last over.
Abdul Mayas അല്ലേ?
And it's Munaz continuing from the same end.
Okay, okay.
The skipper of the side. So there's no bowling change. Well, why not? Why should they change their bowling? Because it's bowling brilliantly.
Umpire.
Been stuck well. Nanida.
അവനിതല്ലേ? ബെഞ്ചോ.
The skipper takes a single. Brings Navneet on strike. We got one more game. The winner of this will play Trivandrum Star 11. Oh, that didn't really sound like. Oh, been hit fine though. That didn't sound well, but that produced a boundary. So Navneet getting 2 4s so far. Is having a move on. Well, rightly so, because they got to chase 188. So they really have to get some runs at the back end of the innings before they get to the business end. Navneet is providing that consistently, although he's also a bit slow. That struck beautifully as well, but that's another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries by Navneet. Well, that was straight from the meat of the bat of Navneet. So the skipper, Munaz, his bowling is not going right at the moment. Navneet is making full use of it. Just a tap. Well, it kind of made clear-cut noise. Oh, that too. That too made it. That's a hat-trick of boundaries. Navneet had enough. He got the pace of the surface. He got himself set. So he just took on Munaz, the skipper of Rainbow Stars. But if you think that I'm here to just knock it around for single, no, I'm not. I'm here for dealing with the business, and he did. Oh, it's a kind of a loud appeal. Dorle.
Fouled ആണോ?
No confirmation yet. Because the appeal was for the bowled. And Navneet is the man in question right now. Not confirmation from the umps yet. I surely have no replay, so you cannot watch it. You can. I'm not sure though. So discussion all around, and we have not got any official information on the matter yet. So we're all on the edge of their seats. After hitting 3 4s though, those were beautiful 4s that came out of the meat of the bat. The second one was brilliant. And then Navneet find himself being in the soup a little bit at least.
സ്റ്റമ്പിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോയി.
So there's here.
ഹലോ ഹലോ
So there's a slight delay on this decision. So what happened here, people, was they think that the ball has hit the stump. So they appealed for a bowled. And we are not sure on what happened after that. There's a slight chat going on in between the umpires and the scorer, Sachu. We're still waiting for an official announcement on this, on the official confirmation on this. He got himself set. Navneet hit 3 glorious fours. So it was not like he was not set. He got himself in, was trying to get himself going. So there's a slight delay because of that. We'll keep you updated when we get something.
ബീറ്റ് ബീറ്റ്
That's a There's discussion going all around over the place. Meanwhile, you're watching the semi-final of the 7th edition of the All Kerala Blind Cricket Tournament. Make sure to follow our channel, subscribe. More viewers mean more encouragement for us. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. There's still a conversation going on the same, on whether he is out or not. The bowler was Munaz, obviously. And after hitting 3 boundaries, it was Navneet who is in the spotlight. It is his wicket. He got himself settled. So GP Media, we are live from Tripunithura. This match being held in Puja Cricket Ground at Tripunithura. So yeah, we are indeed live. And this is a 15-over game too. Obviously, well, Hashim TT. I'll make sure that I'll provide that though. So we have a final confirmation after all. It's wicket. Navneet will have to make his way into the dugout. It was a long conversation between the officials. So that was a big setback for the Thrissur Dragon Stars because Navneet was set, ready to go. He almost took the skipper onto a journey, but the skipper had the last laugh. Munaz got his wicket. So it's Prajesh B1 who replaces Navneet with that doubtful wicket. At the end, we got Prajesh who came out to bat.
Wide.
That's a wide. As I said before, he have this history of bowling wide balls, Munas. Or something that he will really have to work. If it is a crunch game, you will pay for it if you bowl extras. And as a B2 and a B3 bowler, and you yourself being an Indian player, the standards would be pretty high that people expect from you. So this is the semi-final, second semi-final of the All Kerala Blind Cricket Tournament, 7th edition, conducted by the Cricket Association for the Blind in Kerala in partnership with the Federal Bank, our official sponsor. We also being partnered with Vrindavan Restaurant, Kalikulam, a WhatsApp group. Sponsors in the period.
Bowler. Siddharth.
So it's Siddharth, B2 is a bowler.
Okay.
Generally someone who bowls with a medium pace. Well, yesterday he produced a skimmer. There was a bowl-out contest between this Rainbow Stars side and Ernakulam, and this guy hit the stumps. That was a dot ball. So good bowling this by Siddharth. Striker.
Wide.
Wide ball. Well, just I put the markers on him. Just when I said the good ball, he bowled a wide. The batsman of the striker.
Benjo.
That's Benjo. He will have to do it.
Single.
Just a single. He takes, brings Prajesh on strike. That was a throw, but nothing came out of it. It was cut off by the fielder at the deep. It's Prajesh on strike.
Wide ball.
That's a wide. Siddharth is bowling his first over. He have already bowled twice. Extras. He have bowled 2 wides already. It's a loud appeal. They will want these B1 batsmen to be on strike for most of the deliveries. They'll be looking to get the required rate high so that it won't be easy for the Dragon Stars to score.
Wide.
Another wide. I bet the bowling coach will be so angry. You're bowling your first over, and you bowl 3 wides already. Oh, that's been tucked away by the B1 batsman.
Bowled.
Oh, cleaned him up. I thought that was off the bat, but it just hit the iron pole. It is a wicket for Siddharth. So that's the B1 batsman, Prajesh, failing to apply himself. The 2 wicket lost. The bowler Siddharth had the last laugh. Has he got a wicket? After bowling a few balls outside the tramp line. That clearly was kind of sounded like, well, it came out almost at the, I'm sure that it's not straight into it, the wicket. But it was still a wicket. It was bowled, cleaned him up.
B3 അല്ലേ ഷംഷീർ
So it's Shamshir who replaces Prajesh in the crease. Prajesh, because of a beautiful delivery by Siddharth, got bowled.
വൈഡ് ബോൾ
That's a wide again by Siddharth.
ഒരു ബോളും കൂടി
I think I'm trying to, I think I now do give information about singles and stuff, but well, Hashim TT, I'm reading your messages. I did make sure that I do provide singles in couples. I don't know. Sorry about that again.
5:41
It's 41 after 5, and we have Shamshir and
ബെഞ്ച്
Benjo in the crease, in the middle. But if I just provide who is on strike in each ball, it will be just like a radio commentary, which is actually, I don't know, because basically there is video in display, and it's
ഓക്കെ
Venugopal, the B1 bowler, to start proceeding for the B1 quarter, in the B1 quarter of overs. A B1 bowler is the player with fully blindness, and you can recognize him with the eye fold that he's wearing on his eyes. And a minimum of 6 overs should be bowled by a B1 bowler.
ബെഞ്ച്
That's Benjo. Single. അത് എഴുതുന്ന സമയത്ത് സ്കോർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. അപ്പോൾ ഞാനത് ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ആരാന്ന് നോക്കിക്കോളാം. സിംഗിൾ അല്ലേ ഇത്? Loud appeal. എന്താ അത്?
ഡോട്ട് ബോൾ
ഇത് ഷംഷീർ അല്ലേ?
ഷംഷീർ
Shamshir not being able to hit it well. The previous ball, it was the skipper himself taking a single. That's Shamshir. That's a boundary from the bat of Shamshir. It is a must-needed boundary. Well, just what the doctor ordered. They need some of these to go in their way. Otherwise, the required rate would be a mountain to climb. And you don't want it to creep up towards 15s and the 16s. So this is a right move by Shamshir by hitting a 4. So the B1 bowler being put under a bit of a pressure. Score it's 46 for 1 already. 46 for 2. Prajesh was the last man to go, bowled by Siddharth. It's 46 for 2. After 4. That's a loud appeal. It's a loud appeal, confident one. But the umpire says no. So Shamshir still on strike. That was a dot ball. Has been struck well by Shamshir. It should be cut off by the fielder. Surely. Just a single. Gets himself off strike. Benjo, the skipper, will have to play the skipper's knock, just like what Munas did in the first innings. That was beautiful to watch. Getting 100 in a 15-over game, it's always something to cherish. And that was a single taken by Benjo. Things are being done in singles here. So B1 bowlers bowling from both end. It's Sharat Lal. After 6 overs, it's 48 for the loss of 2 wickets. And Benjo, who took single in the last ball, will keep the strike. He really have to make use of this B1 bowling, just like Rainbow Stars did in their first innings. It's Benjo on strike. Sharat Lal usually bowls slow balls. Will be hard to get him away, but I think that's gonna be, it is a 4. So Benjo says, thank you very much, it's time for me to get a move on. Gets himself a boundary. Say, that's 50 for the side as well. It's 52, 50 up for the Dragon Stars with a loss of 2 wickets, 52. They still need a lot, 188 to get. They're already at the 7th over. They need to get something. Benjo cuts it so fine, but the fielder will chase it, will cut it off and throw it to the field. To the onto the keeper's end. Allows a single. It's Shamshir back on strike. That's been just nudged around. Oh, be a single. Be a single. It took by the... Oh, come on. Converting those to couple would be nice though. Single. Single. I mean, you always try to put pressure on the fielders, so you have to make those singles into doubles, convert. Wait up. A bye being taken, leg buys. Brings Shamshir on strike. It's important to keep the momentum going though. They don't want to lose many wickets, but they also should make sure that they do not fall off the scoring rate. If they do that, it's going to be a lot of work for them. Giving direction. That's been hit well. It's going to travel the journey. No, that's been cut off. Brilliant field. This team is known for their excellent field. Just reduces this to a couple. Shamshir came back for a praise, which his skipper happily agreed with. This is slight injury concerns, I think. While fielding, the fielder injured himself, it seems. So we are having a slight delay here. Well, the medical assistance would be provided. The team's management would be in the middle, rushing in to assist with first aids and band-aids and stuff whenever needed.
ആ വീണപ്പോ
ആർക്കെന്നറിയോ?
അത് അറിയില്ല.
I mean, this is the issue. Me, neither the scorer or anyone, like just me and everyone, are not having any information on who's the fielder. So I think we don't have the basic information like to give. That's why this kind of stuff happens. Like we don't know who was that. Even though you guys have saw that on the screen, well, someone got injured, but we actually don't know who. So I just like if we get really, if we get a team member or someone who could provide us with their player's name and stuff whenever needed, could be like, I really like to suggest this, so that we basically would know like who was that, who got injured, and all that stuff. Well, we are at the beginning stages anyway, so things should be and will be improved. I'm sure of it. And I hope you people are enjoying the live stream. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel to get notified whenever we go live with new streams. So ensure that you hit the subscribe button and subscribed into Blind Cricket and its update. This is the 7th edition of the All Kerala Blind Cricket Tournament, organized by the Cricket Association for the Blind in Kerala in partnership with the Federal Bank. So it's a slight delay going on in VAR.
കേട്ടില്ല. One more.
I'm really glad that you found it okay, Hashim TT. No. Well, it was just an error that I'll make sure that it won't happen again. Well, there are always room for improvement for a commentator. So thank you for giving me that advice. I'll make sure that I'll give update in each and every ball. So that's something that I've learned today. Well, we learn everything each moment. We're still having that delay. I think it's a injury concern. Won't hit the game, won't hit the team so much though. We will sure have an update on his status. Shamsir takes a single. We're back in live. I hope the injury is not that much of a big concern though. You don't want your best players in the business getting injured, although we don't yet have an information on who it was.
7 over 59.
maybe if we could just keep a database with their photos and stuff so the scorers and the officials could look who that was. So we won't be having this kind of a mishaps. Just my views. Venugopal continues. He just trying to squeeze the B1 overs, the skipper, Munas. This is the second of the two semi-finals. The winner of this will play the Trivandrum Star 11 in what would be a scintillating final. I'm really looking forward to it though. What are they?
Single.
That's a single been taken by Shamsir. He's just dealing with singles and the skipper not really finding his rhythm at the moment. They're chasing a mammoth total of 187. Loud appeal. Benjo is on strike. Was on strike. Single. Single. Benjo takes a single. So that's been hit well. But I don't think it will have the power to clear the infield. So it's just a single. Still Benjo trying to get himself onto the off the non-striker's end. And Shamsir doing the same as well. Now. So both of these batsmen doing the same, which is quite good for the Rainbow Stars. They really won't mind it. Singles are not going to do the job for the Dragon Stars, so they will have to get sixes and fours. Now, well, the crowd here will be saying "Balle Balle" because they want to see some entertainment. And also the Dragon Stars dugout will also be saying that, well, we want sixes. But the batsmen are failing to provide it. That was Shamsir running for a brace. There was a couple of runs. Really singles and twos all over the places. Not really allowing the batsmen to take fours, boundaries. What's simply what they need. After 8 over 65 for 2. And it will be Sharat Lal who will continue from the same end. I don't know why, but all the teams that have played today employed the same tactics, bowling all their B1 overs in a trot. And with the same bowlers too. Sharat Lal continuing and Venugopala on the other side continuing with his as well. And they're bowling in tandem or bowling in trot, B1 overs. Loud appeal. Well, that's pretty much understandable, though. You just want to squeeze out your B1 overs before the batsman could just read it and improvise themselves. They don't want it. And when they want to do that, they want the main bowlers to deliver at them so that they won't get away with things. Well, this is good move, an excellent move by the Rainbow Stars. And all the other sides who have done the same as well before.
That was a loud appeal. I think it's corner. It is a corner. Isn't it? Run out, was it?
Yes.
Run out. Well, that's the least that you need. That's the least thing that you expect when they're struggling.
Shamsi.
So Shamsir tried to get on to the other end. Well, the fielders didn't think so. Here you go. You could go into the dugout, says the fielding side. Shamsir will make the long walk back to the dugout. And it was Jinesh KM who had the throwing arm, and he bowls with pace, so you can understand. You never challenge the arms of a fast bowler. You never do that, would you? Well, bowlers are considered as weak fielders, but you never take on a fast bowler's arm. That doesn't imply for Jadeja though. Jadeja throws like crazy in mainstream cricket, that is. Even though he's a spinner, he throws it like... Oh, yesterday too we have seen that. And the new batsman is... And again an injury concern. It's the second that we had so far. We are having. I hope this team will have a good physio. Well, does have a good physio. As a part of it, I don't think they have. Oh, I'm putting the markers on the side. Really sorry about that. Well, there will be a few injury concerns in the camp when I go back there. They will be like, what did you say? Well, as a commentator, I will be neutral. Even if I'm a Rainbow Star player myself. I'll just give the commentator's verdict whenever it needed. That's doesn't matter if it is my home side. 66 only. 66 only. So it's 66 for 3 now. And the injury concerns slowing things down a little. As we get the live chat up and running on the com box.
Okay.
And we have KDS Sports Technology Thoughts commenting on our chat as well. Thank you. And there's a slight delay here. You could reach us through the live chat feature as found on the live video, and also make sure that you follow us. We'll make sure that we'll put your best comments and stuff on the chat as the commentary progresses. So make sure to hit in the live chat. You can always express your thoughts and view on the game that's going on. Electrifying situation here. 188 required, 66 for 3. The last man to go out was Shamsir in the form of a run out. So we are also been assisted and collaborated by Curriculum, a WhatsApp group, community, who were there with us in all the cases. They ensured that the better progression of the tournament. We are really, really thankful to the works and the contributions of Kalikalam WhatsApp group community. They provided us with the food and the facilities required for the players, ensured that they always kept up with things, always assisted the Kerala Cricket Association for the blind whenever it was needed. Really nice to have your support with us. Game start ചെയ്തോ? Game start ചെയ്തോ? എന്താ അവസ്ഥ?
4 വൈഡ് അടിപ്പിച്ചത്.
And we are back onto the game. It's wide. That was 4 wides. Sorry for keeping you busy with the chat updates and stuff. We're back on live. That was a pretty bad bowling.
ഒമ്പതാമത്തെ ഓവർ 72.
So Ratish was the new batsman. We were kind of busy with the injury concerns and stuff. Was talking about that. It was Ratish who came out, replacing Shamshir. And Sharat Lal continues. It was a pretty much of a bad one though. Conceded a bit of extra wides. So Ratish took a single even though there was a loud appeal. So we're in the 9th over. It seems it is. So Sharat. It's a pretty long over this though. Things happened, run out. That was a wide again. So there's plenty of extras being offered. Benjo still on strike. He says, I'm not having any of it. It's just a wide. Well, it's time. Benjo, get a move on. You have to strike it. He's there for a long time. He did. That was a reverse sweep. That's almost close to the boundary rope, and it is. That's a 4. Try to take on Sharat Lal. Reverse swept it. Does Benjo. I would actually see a difference in my commentary because we got Vishnu alongside me. Can I update me with info? Thank you. So that was much needed boundary on the bat of the skipper. Been needing these for sure. They surely need a few of these to get themselves into a better scoring rate. And Jinesh KM is the one who replaces. There'll be 1/4 of overs. There was plenty of those.
78, 9 overs.
After 9 overs. After 9 overs, it's 78 for the loss of 3. Well, it's going to be Ratish who's going to face Jinesh KM, who's generally a better bowler. Balls in the stump line. Munaj can go sometimes all over the place. He sometimes does. Jinesh. Jinesh getting ready. He's bowling from over the wicket. And that was a leg side wide. What a good start for Jinesh KM against Ben Ratish. Singlodi. And that was loud appeal too. Ratish is the one in victim. Is a victim. Umpire says no. That was a dot ball. Why? Seems that actually. That's 3 wides. Actually, I put the markers on him. I said that he's a good bowler. Well, I'll take it back, people. That was three wides. Oh, that was swept. That was swept by Ratish. Single taken. It was almost like it was sweeping his bat all over. Even we could hear it in the commentary box. Benjo. Benjo is on strike. Oof. That was just inches away from the stumps. The offside was just a dot ball. He can't take too much dot balls. Oh! It's a single. They're calling for the second. They're calling for the second. They did it. They need these couple of runs and stuff to go in their way. And Benjo says, well, I'm here to do something. But what about hitting for few sixes? Oh, that's a loud appeal. That's bold. That cleaned him up. So Jinesh KM getting the best out of the skipper. He got him walking into the pavilion. Oh boy, this could be the game-changing moment. We could call it the Federal Bank game-changing moment. It's actually the skipper, Benjo, himself trying to up the ante a little bit and failing, giving away his wicket in the process. And Jinesh castled him up and cleaned him up and said, goodbye, mate. I'll see you later. Not now. That's 4 wickets being gone. Jinesh KM getting the opposite skipper. Score? 85 for the loss of 4 wickets now. 2 more balls to go in this over. This is actually a good sign for the Rainbow Stars, who will be having a feeling that almost they made it. They look at the strike rate, required rate. It's almost becoming a Mount Everest. Now, they could make a record by climbing it, but it would take some hitting, real hard hitting. B1 batsman replaces. B1 batsman Nixon replaces him. Can he be the Andre Russell? Mind you, people, if he gets a 6, it will be counted as 12 runs. That was close. Excellent fielding today. Excellent fielding today. The B1 player was on strike. Everyone is on the circle. Everyone is in the circle to face a B1 ball. Well, he's the new batsman, so we will have to cover him. He should be the one who should face the most of the deliveries. But as I said again, if a B1 bowler, if a B1 batsman hit a 4, it will be doubled. It will be 8. That's a dot ball. Brilliant bowling this is from Jinesh. So if a B1 bowler hits it out of the ground, that will be 12 runs. So you need a B1 batsman who is capable of hitting it like Dre Russ at the end of the innings, almost at the 13, 12th over. Otherwise, it's not going to go your way. Another dot ball from Jinesh to finish it. Orle. After 10 overs, it's 84 for the loss of 4 wickets. So the definition is 5 overs. You need 104 runs. I've actually seen the Indian team pull off that. 101 from 5 overs. That was in the 2nd of November 2013 at the Chinnaswamy. Can they do it here? The Dragon Stars. 104 required.
83.
104 required from the remaining 30. They need Rohit Sharma and MS Dhoni out in the middle. Well, that was the situation in the game that I was talking about. What was that?
Bowler Basil.
It's Basil. That was swept by the batsman for a single. That was Ratish. Sweeping him for a single and bringing the B1 batsman on to the strike. Actually, this is the time when you really need a top-class quality B1 batsman. If he can clear the field, if he can get to the boundary, that'll be 8. Oh. B1 was making. So it is Nixon. No. B1 tried to sweep him. There's a chance of a run out and a throw in time, but they made it safe. Nixon could have been a jigsaw there if that throw was. Oh, again a chance. They're taking everything. They made it safe though. As I said, Nixon could have been a mixer. Well, that certainly was a mix-up. So just ensuring that they score at every possible opportunity. That will be counted as 4 because that was a B1 batsman taking a couple.
Okay.
And it's Nixon on strike. There are 6 fielders on the offside, vacant areas on the leg side. So he could really target. He could just really sweep it onto the leg side, maybe get it past the circle. That's a dot ball. Things are not going in the way of Nixon. Well, you need a strong finish here. Really strong one. He again tried to sweep it. Well, the fielder collects it. They'll get a 2 though, did they? No, just settle for a single. They're not wanting to take any risk now. It's Ratish on strike.
2 balls.
A couple more balls to go in this over. If he can get this 2 into the boundary line. Ratish, come on, you can back yourself to hit for a 6. Not. Oh, the keeper misses it. They actually bounced it right next to the batsman. The keeper got lost. Allowed them to take a single, did they? Putting the B1 player on strike. That was a bye, signaled by the umpire. Nixon, if he hits a 6, this could go for 12, which actually bring the required rate down a little. So, if the B1 player can do it, they could still win it. Otherwise, it's almost getting impossible. Oh, chance for a run out. Chance for a run out there. No, I didn't go for it. It's really getting tight. It's really getting tight, but I doubt this will be a one-sided contest, just in a few balls. Because it's
92.
they're finding it difficult. 11th over completed. 11th over completed. It's 92 for the loss of 4. 4 overs remaining. 4 overs remaining. They need 96.
Okay.
So it's almost becoming impossible for them. Slight chances are arising for the Rainbow Stars to qualify into the final. But you're not sure yet. You cannot be sure of it yet when a B1 batsman is there. He could donk you for a couple of 6s if he can. That'll be 24. This is what we are here for, isn't it? And again, a chance. That's a wicket, it is. That's the last thing that they want. That's a wicket. Mix up, and it's a wicket. So mix up and a lot more mix up. That meant that Nixon will be out. So the B1 player will walk back to the dugout. Half the side is in the shed, almost ensuring a victory here, the Rainbow Star. It's Basil, the great
Okay, okay.
test of the fielders in blind cricket these days. I'd call him the blind Jaunty Rhodes. He is known as the catch taker. He plays for the Kerala side. A lot of these people play for their state side. Great talent,
Three batsmen.
confidence, oozing in confidence. These players, they've been selected into the Kerala side. People like Basil. So they will be feeling confident as always. And these things would add to it. So the Rainbow Stars just looking at the stairs that leads to this final. It will just be a bit of a formality for them, unless if something terrific happens. It's almost game over. But don't go away, people. We are having a lot of this. We have a final that will come to you from the same ground. So you're not done yet. And that will be it. And still the same ploy continues. We have 6 fielders on the offside. And the leg side is still free. So they're making sure that the offside is well and truly covered and protected. Oh, this is interesting. It's actually good to see though. They are giving themselves, even though they're sure that they're in it. But if you do this, that's a wide ball. If you do things like this, I don't think. Three fielders on the leg side. 3 fielders on the leg side. Capitalize on it. Pull it, nudge it, punch it, kick it or something, or get it to the leg side or into the 4 or something. That's a brilliant bowling. Striker. Ratish not finding anything going in his way. Just trying to get singles, tumbles, bumbles, everything. But not getting it over the fielders. As we said, just 3 fielders on the leg side. You could sweep how much you want, but you're not getting into the boundaries yet. Why? This is beautiful stuff by the Rainbow. Another attempt made. Just no run whatsoever. Ratish on strike now. Well, that's the over completed.
93.
After 12 overs, it's 93 for the loss of 5 wickets. So it's almost like the Dragon Star Thrissur is giving it up. And B1 Shidad B2 is bowling. It is becoming almost difficult. As I said before, this was the guy, he was the guy who delivered it yesterday to qualify his team into the semi-finals through a bowl out. He did it. He hit the stump with precision, did Shidad. He's the man again with the ball now. And not finding it. Singles are not going to do it for them. It's almost game over. Is Ratish back on strike again? Loud appeal going on. They're still in it though. The Rainbow Stars still giving everything that they have. They want to win it with a big margin. They don't want to leave it to the end overs. They want to finish it right here so that they could take a bit of a break before the final comes. A single taken by Ratish. No, he didn't take any. I saw he would run for it, but he didn't. But almost like they gave up. It's almost like the side have gave up the chase. Well, when you see a total of 187 on the board, your confidence will be low and dipping down. And this is going in the way of Rainbow, and Ratish is finding it hard to get it away. It's
94.
and thank you for the comments, Hashim Titi. It means a lot for us. Make sure that we will provide better commentary for you in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel though, to get future updates from the Cricket Association for the Kerala. And every subscription, every people, every followers means more encouragement for us. You could share us with people. Everything will be valuable for us. We are trying to get as much as audience we could get, so you could share us with your friends. Let them watch this great contest. And we're just getting a confirmation that the first game, the first live stream was watched by 453 people. Thank you very much everyone. It really do mean a lot. Even for me, it just keeps me motivated in providing and being pumped up with the commentary. And we need more and more viewers. Oh, that's a loud appeal. Trying to take a single. And it's all done and dusted, almost. It's just a formality for the Rainbow Stars. They have already qualified, or at least got the knock of it. Almost knocking at the doors of getting into the final. The winner of this game will play the Trivandrum Star 11s. That's been played well. A sweep shot played by Ratish is trying to show that he got something in him. Sweep shot being tried. It will just be a matter of you could always show your prowess though. You could always impress the selectors. So it's not yet over. Individual performance matters. So Ratish can do something here. That's a no ball. That's a no ball. What are you doing? I know that you're almost up to the qualifying level. That doesn't mean that you have to bowl like this. That cross, that central line, the line belongs to the umpire. You do not cross it. Sabir is the bowler. Had been just a single. Every B1 bowlers have bowled so tight today as well. It's exceptional though. Even in the first game, we have seen exceptional bowling from the B1 side. Actually improved a lot. Me being a B1 bowler, I see my chances being gone slimmer and slimmer. Oh boy. At least my bowling and batting is not that good as my commentaries. Well, I'll take the mockers on myself. Why that? There's a loud appeal. That was by signaled. Oh, this game is almost over. But as I said before, don't go anywhere. That's a wide. Bye. I mean, you want to finish it on a high, don't you? Rainbow Stars. You don't want to bowl these extras. There's no such pressure whatsoever. You could just bowl it and be done with it. You're almost qualified. I don't see the need of bowling all this outside the tramp line or deliveries. That's 100 up for the side. That's 100 up for the Dragon Stars. Something to cheer for. Sabir. Last over any of them? 14 overs? So it's the final over here of this game. And that's clean bowled. And this is putting nails in the coffin. And things are not at all going in the ways of the Dragon Stars. They're being pegged again into darkness by the Rainbow Stars. The Dragons being tamed. And that's a clean bowled. Radish being clean bowled by a bowler that we don't have any information of yet. Yet, I should say, we will. Bridgel. Oh, the young man. The young man. He is a wiry customer in the field, though. Yeah, the little man getting the big one. Bridgel. There's the new bowler. Final over being bowled by a B1 bowler. I've never seen this, though. I think I've seen it. B3 Jarin. B3 Jarin will be on strike, though. You will be asking me why you never said the name of Jarin, because he was in the scene. He was not in the scene for a long time. Now Jarin on strike. Bridgel bowling. That's a leg side wide, where you're just making the umpires do a little bit of exercise, stretching their hands. Nothing is gonna change it, though. It's way hard for them to win this. Well, if they bowl 70 wides, well, that's a different story. But I don't see that happening. That's a dot ball, beautifully bowled, not allowing Jarin to get any room to play. But it's actually teasing the wide line and the offside when they have more protection on the offside too. So Jarin just finding it difficult to even. That's swept so fine. We'll get a few in this. Jarin should come back for a couple. Should do it. Came back for a couple. And that's gone. Run out. Jarin, the man who will keep on walking. Is it? There was yes and no's, misunderstanding, where to go, which place to be in. This actually was the reason why they lost the game. It's a state game. You got to be at your top when you play a quality side. This is not how you want to be. You're not watching a movie in the middle. You're watching the ball. And you should be well aware where it went. Yes and no, and in the end, one of them ended as run out. We already have 3 run outs in here. Basil was the one with the throw. And it was actually Srinath who got to go. Both the batsmen was in a mix-up. Srinath at the end had to go. Judged run out. Basil with the throw again. His second of the day. And new batsman is so it is 7 wicket away. 7. Akhil is the batsman. B1.
Okay.
Even if a B1 hits it for 6s, it's not going to win them. They almost sealed the spot. They did seal the spot, just a formality of a few deliveries, and they will qualify. Akhil. It's Jarin on strike, though. Not the B1 player. Akhil will be on off strike. Swept it, and Jarin takes a single. Janish was the fielder who was doing the covering up job. So Akhil, you could do something. You could just hit it for a 6. Well, just to show that you got the capability. Oh boy, I never thought that this would be just a one-sided contest like this. They just fumbled in the chase, and in the end they gave up. And it's almost sure who is going to be in the final. That's a loud appeal. That's a dot ball. So it's
Last over.
last one.
ഫൈനലിൽ ഞാൻ വരണോ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം.
പറഞ്ഞോ നിങ്ങൾ തന്നെ വരേണ്ടി വരും ആരെങ്കിലും തന്നെ വരേണ്ടി വരുന്നല്ലോ അങ്ങനെ കുറച്ച് ഡീറ്റെയിൽഡ് ആയിട്ട് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ കൊടുക്കുകയാണ്. That's a wide. You don't want to do this when you're here to close it. Just bowl whatever balls you have. Just even a 6 is not going to do them. Well, if there's no 8 in cricket, so you're always safe. 6s are not going to do that anyways. Dot ball. So Prajil.
ഫൈനൽ മാച്ചിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ള ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ കൊടുക്കും.
So it's almost clear that the final game will be played between the Trivandrum Star 11 and the Rainbow Stars. It will be a really good contest to look forward. You have the big hitting ability of Manish and you have the class act of Munas. You have the pace and fire of Manoj. You have the big hitting ability of Jinesh to watch for. And you have the real accuracy of Shidad. And real good bowling options in the B1 and the B2 category in both sides as well. So don't go away anyone. You got the final match coming at you. And it is going to be a great contest between these two terrific sides. Oh, I'm really looking forward to the Manish versus Munas contest. That would be a heck of a one. And I really want your comments on that too, those who are watching this. I'm really looking for it. So that's it. That sums it up. The Rainbow Stars, Kasaragod, winning it by a fair margin. And the Dragon Star Thrissur will be thinking that we made it to the semi-final, but we could have done a bit more better. We should have actually capitalized on the situations that we had, the opportunities that we had. They got a few catches at which they dropped. They also committed mistakes in the field, getting runouts in terrible, horrible places, which they shouldn't have been doing. On a top-class game, on a top-class contest, against a top-class side, you want your A game being put up on the table. So they will be thinking that they need improvement. The side under the captaincy of Benjo, but Rainbow Stars and Munas will be smiles all over the place. And myself, being a Rainbow Stars player, will be jumping up and down in here, in the com box. And that's it. From here, in the second match, the Rainbow Stars winning it against the Dragon Stars Thrissur and qualifying into the final. And we'll play the Trivandrum Star 11 in the final, which will be taking place after
പിന്നെ
noon
രണ്ട് ടീമുകളുടെ കഴിക്കാനുള്ളവർ കഴിക്കാൻ പറ. പിന്നെ സ്കോർ മെമ്പേഴ്സ് എല്ലാവരും കഴിക്കും.
in the afternoon. In the afternoon, and it is me, Shivraj, signing out of the commentary box. We'll see you in the next game, everyone. See you. Goodbye.
മറ്റേ പറയാം.
We request both sides, the finalists, the Trivandrum